All right, it's recording.
Okay.
So let's so we're gonna introduce ourselves. Do you want to go first or me?
Um, no, you can go first.
Hi everyone, this is Vincent, and I'm here with my BFF JJ.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And today we're going to be talking about aquaphobia, like some history and some of the ideas that JJ's gave me. So yeah, here we go. So JJ had actually told me a while back that they wanted to collaborate with me on a movie. They actually went to film school, and going. I'm also going to school to learn how to make movies. It's been my dream since I was like a kid. And I thought that it would be fun to do an analog horror series because I've seen the Mandela Catalog, Local 58, Gemini Home Entertainment, and other series. And I thought that maybe it would be fun to go ahead and give it a try.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, that's right. I was inspired by the Mandela Catalog. That was like a big inspiration. And I told JJ, how about we host it on their channel since they have a lot of subscribers and we're both trying to monetize the show. JJ said that they wanted to get their channel monetized, and I said I wanted to get my series monetized. So I figured it was like a good partnership.
Yeah. Match made in heaven.
That's right. I was just gonna say
Um,
that.
yeah.
So,
I mean,
hmm? Yeah,
oh
go
no,
ahead.
carry on. It's all right. No, you go ahead.
I was inspired mainly by the Mandela Catalog, but also Gemini Home Entertainment and Local 58. Go ahead and say what you
Yeah.
were gonna say. Sorry.
What's that?
Go ahead and say what you were gonna say. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say that before the series, I'd never really heard of analog horror, so I was definitely intrigued by it.
It's very scary.
And yeah, it's kind of like a cross between found footage and there's horror things that people make on YouTube. I can't remember what they're called.
Or like those
Not the Anna.
like those videos where they go visit like scary places or things like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah,
It was inspired by found footage.
yeah,
And for anyone who doesn't know, found footage is it's a form of horror where it's made to look like it's realistic, like it's being filmed. And examples of this would be Megan is Missing, the Blair Witch Project, Unfriended. I think counts also. Unfriended, it's more like on a computer. I don't know if you've seen it.
yes, I have. Yeah,
I like that one
yeah,
actually. I really liked it actually. It was
yeah,
a
I
very,
did.
very,
Um,
very creative concept, I think.
yeah, and I think we've definitely seen a lot more films like that recently, where it's all done via the computer.
Oh yeah,
So,
it makes it feel more
but
real.
yeah, yeah, it does.
hmm
Yeah, yeah, as like it reminds me of Omegle, that video chat site that people used to be able to go on to.
Oh yeah, I remember
Then
that.
yeah,
I don't think they have it
yeah.
anymore, right?
No, yeah, it was they took it away or, you know, shut down the servers because there was a lot of predators on there.
Yeah. Careful who you talk to on the
Yeah.
internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Like the
Yeah, you
internet
don't
is,
know.
is not
Yeah.
safe. You know what I mean? The internet is not safe. As much as you feel safe, you're not safe. You know?
Yeah, no, exactly.
hmm
And and that's kind of something that you play into with aquaphobia, isn't it? With the feeling of like safety. Like the
Yes.
water is
hmm
great, big, vast space where
hmm
humans haven't like fully explored all of it. So
That's right.
y- you don't know what's lurking in there.
Yeah, I thought it would be fun to do like because I remember in episode 2 of season 2, right, where I did the scuba safety, right? What was it episode 2 of
Yeah,
season 2? Yeah, I thought it would be fun to do like an instructional video on like safety tips and then like subvert it or like the a little bit of like background to the story in case you guys haven't picked up the story already. I hope it was as obvious as I could. This is as I did my best with the show. I really tried to show the story as obvious as I could, but for any of you who are still confused, the ocean is the villain. It's alive, and
Yeah,
we have sirens that are working for the ocean to try to wipe out humans. And JJ
yeah,
thought it would be a great idea, and it really was to do like a type of siren called Morgan. It's am I pronouncing it correctly?
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
That's right.
It's from a Welsh like Welsh folklore. Is that right too?
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
right. Yeah, Welsh folklore. Yeah,
Well, I thought it was a really good idea. So in the recent episode that we did, when but in the two of the episodes actually, I found this video on it's called Pexels. I read that Gemini Home Entertainment used their stock videos from this website, and I read its public domain. So I figured go ahead. They have a lot of cool stuff on there, and I found this video of under I'm not sure if it's a pond or a lake, but there's like salmon that swim by, and I in folklore these creatures live in freshwater, right? Is they live in freshwater, right?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I found this. I typed in freshwater underwater, and this video popped up, and I thought it looked really cool. So I got it, and then I found on Pixabay, which I used for the music and the sound effects. Uh, it was a picture that looks similar to the sirens, kinda in the show. So I thought I'd use it for the Morgan, and I think it turned out pretty
Yeah,
good. And then in the most recent episode that I did, I used it, but I used one of the sirens from the show, and I made it like it's called Azure Mist. It's like a very like light like cyan color, like a pale teal. I thought
yeah,
that it would be cool to maybe make them like cyan colors, like teal or like robin egg blue or like aqua. You know, I thought it would be
yeah. Definitely.
interesting and also to differentiate them from the ocean sirens that come out in the show because they're usually like blue and green like so
Mm,
so I thought it would be like a cool idea to kind of like differentiate, you know.
yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're part of the same like family, but they're different
Hmm.
because, and yeah, the coloring signifies that. It's really
That's
cool.
right. Yes, that's
Yeah,
hmm. So
um,
the ocean was inspired by the villains from the shows that I mentioned. I took inspiration from Satan from the Mandela Catalog, or Gabriel, as he's usually called in the show, or Archangel Gabriel. We both seen it. I really loved it.
yeah,
Shout out to Alex Kister. You've been a big inspiration.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It was very well made. I will say
Mhm.
that it was very well made.
It was very scary. I first saw this show at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was staying up late, and all the lights were off
Yeah.
except for my desk lamp. My desk lamp was on, and all the lights were turned off, and it scared the shit out of me. I was scared to leave my
Oh,
room. I wanted some
uh,
juice, and I was scared to leave my room. You know.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I first started watching it in the middle of the night as well, so I don't know how you feel.
You got
And
scared
Satan is,
too.
yeah, well, yeah. And I don't usually get scared at stuff like that, to be honest. I'm quite good at like seeing things, like separating reality from like things. But then because I've never really experienced that type of horror before, like I wasn't really expecting to be scared, so I was scared. Yeah, that Satan is very creepy.
Oh yeah. I know that in the show, he talks in like a text to speech voice that it's supposed to be like a whisper, like he's whispering.
Yeah.
I used not the one that came out in the first episode because I wanted it to be a little bit more creative than just using that voice. I did use that voice in episode 3 of season 1 during the emergency broadcast. The text to speech voice of the alert is giving instructions, and then all of a sudden it sounds like the whisper. It was supposed to be like because the sirens are like fucking with it. that's why it's all like whispery, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it does
Mhm.
make sense.
But
Yeah.
I did use his voice from another episode after the first one. It was also a text to speech whisper voice. It was called I think it was called Microsoft Sam, I think, and I thought I would go with that voice instead because I figured it was a little bit more creative than just using the original, like from like the first episode, you know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you guys are probably confused about the kids show that I used in this series. Well, this show is a show from
I
my
was just thinking
childhood.
about that.
Mm-hmm. We're definitely gonna talk about it. So this show is called Mustard Pancakes, and it came out the year I was born, 2005. And it's a show that I grew up watching on KCET and on Netflix and on PureFlix as a kid. I was raised Christian. I'm an atheist now, and I actually did a whole post on it for the Film Found blog, a blog that me and JJ are part of with JJ's ninth cousin Tash.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
Right.
I did a post. So basically, do you want to help me tell them what the show's about?
Um, I'll try. Um, so mustard pancakes is a like it's an educational show, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And
Mm-hmm.
um, I've forgotten the name of the woman.
Courtney
Um,
Campbell.
that's it, Courtney Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
She basically lives in this house with these different animals. You've got like um, tiny Tina Ten Toes. Is that right?
Yes, mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm trying to remember the name.
Mo.
No, that was it. That was the
Mm-hmm.
one I was trying to think of. And
Uh,
then yeah,
Oogleberry.
that's it. Eagleberry. Yeah, he's
And
my favorite. I like Eagleberry.
yeah, that's JJ's favorite character. He's kind of like the main character almost because in the show he closes off every episode by writing like a recap of the episode in his diary. So
Yeah,
he's kind of like the main character almost a little bit.
yeah, I would
Mm-hmm.
say so. I
And,
like the cat as well.
Mr. D. His real name is Divine, but
Yeah.
everyone calls him Mr. D.
Oh my gosh, he's such a diva. I
Yeah, he
love him.
is.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying that it was just really funny to watch, like, because I never grew up with it and anything. It was just, yeah, you should definitely check it out for yourself
Yeah,
if you
it's
haven't seen it.
you could watch it on Happy Kids. There's also a YouTube channel called Mustard Pancakes TV where they have all the episodes on there. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It won awards for like a 2006 Parents Choice Award for best TV show. Um, and every episode basically it's some kind of like conflict that has to do with like interacting with other people and like your emotions, and I think it's really good that it teaches kids how to interact with other people and how to control their emotions actually, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So why did you choose mustard pancakes for aquaphobia?
I thought that it was a creative choice because I know this show is very underrated. It's an obscure show and a lot of people don't really know about it, but I thought it would be kind of
Definitely.
creative to use it in the show because as a show I grew up with, it's not really well known. So I thought it would be kind of fun to maybe turn it into something scary.
Yeah.
So the I
Yeah.
and also because choosing this show for Aquaphobia, it gave me the idea to set the show in 2005, which is the year I was born. That's also another thing that gave me the idea because VHS was still a thing when I was born. You know,
Yeah.
I grew up with VHS.
Yeah.
And so I picked 2005 for the for the time period that the show takes place in. So
Yeah.
we have another a new villain, I guess we could say, which is the cult that worships the ocean.
Yeah.
This was kind of JJ's idea because JJ said I should take some inspiration from the H.P. Lovecraft horror stories, the Cthulhu mythos. And
Mhm.
in the Call of Cthulhu, there's a cult that worships Cthulhu. So I figured, why not put something like that on Aquaphobia? They're the ones who are the owners of the Siren Song Aquarium. That one was actually really fun to make. I had a lot of fun making
Yeah.
that one. That was so much fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I loved that one. That was yeah.
Yeah,
I do love stuff like that. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun making that, and I really hope that that really made the story pretty obvious.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The story
hmm
comes
Other
out crystal clear.
Other inspirations for the ocean was also the moon from Local 58. It was made by Chris Straub. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name right, but if you're watching this, you're also an inspiration. So shout out to you.
Yeah.
hmm
I hope they're watching. I
hmm
hope these the people who inspired you are watching.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I
Mhm.
feel like the show um kind of calls back to like early YouTube. You know how people used to post these weird things like um oh there's llamas. What are they called? What was those llamas? I probably sound insane, but that was like some lava stuff going on and unicorns, you know, it was like
Oh
Charlie,
yeah.
all of that stuff. Yeah,
Or like videos
yeah,
where they
like
say that they found mermaids, you know?
yes, yeah, stuff like it. Yeah, it calls back to that. You know, the early days of the internet,
hmm
where 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 people were only just getting realizing that they can do whatever they want to on the internet and stuff like that.
I know
And
that
I
that.
think 2000,
Hmm?
well, yeah, I was gonna say I think 2005 is a really good year because that's like the year YouTube came out.
That
So
was.
that's probably why I'm getting that vibe from the show.
It did come out in 2005 in February, so a few months before I was born, because I was born in October of 2005.
Oh god, you're younger than YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
wild.
And I know that speaking of like things that you find on like what you were just saying, I know that it was a picture of a dead mermaid from the Pirates of the Caribbean movie on Stranger's Tides from 2011. I know that
Yeah,
people were thinking that was a real mermaid.
I know. I used to watch this channel on YouTube called Bill's channel, and he like gets sent these pictures and stuff from fans, and he like debunks them whether they're like real or fake. It's so like it's really interesting because some of these things are like you can tell that they're definitely fake,
Right.
but it's just
Yeah.
interesting how he like draws that out. Like, could it be real? Like, I did the research into this. I looked into how this video was made and everything, and it's just like so much fun to like go through that journey of like we know that it's fake, but it's like what is the true story behind that
Yeah.
video?
It is very interesting. Yeah, it's very interesting learning about like where these pictures like came from and if they're real. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, it's like
more than likely if you were to ask me, more than likely they're not real, but it's still fun
yeah,
to do research on. You know?
yeah, it's like the Russian sleep experiment that
Oh yeah.
yeah, that creepy like figure that people say is from like uh, an institution or whatever, but it turned out just to be like a Halloween prop.
It was a that's right. It was a prop from Spirit Halloween.
Yeah, it completely threw me off when I saw it like as a prop. I was like, oh, that that doesn't feel right because I'd seen it like that so many times.
Yeah,
So,
it's hideous. You know what I mean? Like the picture, eh?
yeah, who comes up with that stuff?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know who made that prop. Well, obviously, Spirit Halloween, but someone obviously had the idea of it. It's bizarre.
So
Yeah, we don't really have that in England, Spirit Halloween. It's a shame.
yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff. I've been there as a kid. It's they have a lot of scary stuff, but they really get creative. You know what I mean? They really get creative.
Yeah,
It's not just licensed props or anything, but they actually like they make their own. They start adding like stories behind the characters that they've made for the for these decorations.
Nice. Love that.
Another show that was an inspiration for me was Gemini Home Entertainment. It was made by Remy Abode. Shout out to you too. I hope you're watching. So that one, I was inspired. The ocean was also inspired by the villain of that show called the Iris. It's a planet. It's an orange planet that's alive.
Yeah.
Also, the sirens in Aquaphobia were inspired by the wood crawlers and the fake people, I think. But mainly
Mhm.
like the wood crawlers. And I was also inspired by the alternates from the Mandela catalog for the sirens too, like how
Yeah.
they're hijacking, you know, broadcasts and TV shows, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, I put the ocean I put the ocean also like hijacking like in the season one finale with the where I JJ said that we should edit like the same mustard pancakes episode. So that episode that I used for the show, it's called Oogleberry's Bad Dream, which
Yeah.
now that I say it out loud, it actually does sound like the name of like a creepy pasta lost episode, doesn't it?
Well, you need to get on that. You need to write that.
Yeah, I was actually planning on doing a creepy pasta for to tie into Aquaphobia. I wanted to do a retelling of Jeff the Killer. It's still in the
Mhm.
works. It's still in the works. I just need to come up with some ideas that I actually want to tie into the show. And I also wanted to do a creepy pasta where it's like a mustard pancakes like lost episode and tie it into the show as well. You know, like maybe from the perspective
Yeah.
of I was gonna say us actually that we were gonna from the perspective of me and JJ.
Love it.
Like with
Yeah.
like I was gonna make us characters in the story. You know, that's an idea.
Yeah.
There's an idea. There's nothing is concrete, but that was an idea that I threw around. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Gemini Home Entertainment, that's been like the second big like one of like now it's like a really like one of like I want to say like the second biggest inspiration along with the Mandela catalog. I did take a lot of
Mhm.
inspiration like from like the instructional videos or like the nature documentaries about that for season one episode two of the one where I introduced the sirens. That like format was inspired by
Yeah.
this TV channel that I would watch as a kid. It was a TV channel for the Long Beach public libraries. It was the quality was kind of like fuzzy a little bit. It looked like a VHS, and it had no talking, just pictures and words, which it's actually giving me more ideas for the show now that I'm saying it out loud. But
Yeah.
it showed pictures and it showed pictures of like the libraries, like inside, outside, and they talked about like the things that they have, and it had classical music playing in the background. You could like barely hear it, but I remember like you heard like classical music, like violins, and after it was done talking about a specific library, it would cut to the Long Beach Public Library logo, and then it would talk about a different library, and then you know so on and so on. And my favorite part of it was the segment that went over like the historical rules for librarians from like the 50s, I think, like you can't get married, you can't drink, you can't smoke, you can't wear bright colors. It would show these old like these old pictures, but like they added stuff over it to show like the rule like with like computer, like the don't get married rule showed a like a big ring, and then these like sparkles come off of it, and then the don't wear bright colors, it was this old drawing of a lady, and then her dress started turning like neon orange, neon green, you know. I always found that really cool,
Yeah.
like the way it was edited, you know.
Mhm.
As a kid, I actually thought that those were actual rules for librarians, but looking back, I'm like, there probably
Oh.
would have been an uproar if that was still happening now.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
It would have pissed a
Can't
lot of people
dictate
off,
that.
you know?
Oh well. Yeah. I'm sure it did at the time as well. To be fair.
Yeah, it probably did actually. And so I thought that it felt, looking back, it was actually a little creepy actually, because it would talk a little bit about the legend of like the foot ghost. It showed a picture and then a big line with a circle, and it said foot ghost on it. It was like a white drawing of a foot with like a ghost face on it. So I
All
feel
right.
like I felt like it would be I felt like that would be perfect for like an analog horror like idea. Like that sounded like a really good idea. So Marine Watch is the they're supposed to be in charge of looking after the waters. They're kind of like a nature preserve kind of that they take care
Mhm.
of like the rivers, the lakes, the animals that live there, and they are helping the police find the missing people with no luck, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With no luck.
Well, yeah.
With
The
no luck.
ocean's a big place. Who knows where
hmm
they went?
And it's alive in this show.
Yeah. I mean, the ocean is alive. It's,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's filled with living things. While the ocean itself may not be alive like how it is in the show, it's filled with animals that are really cool. Actually, like deep in the water, there's this thing called it looks I forget what it's called, but it looks like a Venus flytrap, and it acts like a Venus flytrap. You know what I mean? Maybe you've heard of it.
An anglerfish. Is it an anglerfish? Or something else?
I'll look it up right now. Venus.
Because the anglerfish is the one with the little light that dangles in front
Right.
of it.
That's right. Oh yeah, and I used it in. It's called the Venus flytrap sea anemone. That one.
Oh, right. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. I know
Yeah.
what you mean, yeah.
That's yeah. The how that happens is because it shares a common ancestor with the Venus flytrap.
Oh, wow.
hmm
Yeah, you forget that everything started in the ocean, which is like
That's right. Everything did start in the
wild.
ocean. It is wild, actually. It's pretty cool. The ocean is very
Yeah, we're all
cool.
just fish.
It's not just fish.
We're all just.
Mhm. There's lots of really really cool stuff, especially when you go like deep in the water, like JG just said, the anglerfish. I did use an anglerfish in season 1 episode 3. And I put like the underwater scenes to show that it's from the perspective of the ocean, and from the perspective of the sirens, supposed to be like this is what they're seeing. Like
Hmm.
they're like filming their environments basically with their like abilities.
Yeah,
Yeah, if that hasn't been clear to all of you guys watching.
yeah.
And yeah, I really hoped it was I really hope it was clear. The scuba safety was inspired by the episode where it talks a little bit about Adam's like mom. It was in the Mandela catalog. There's an episode where they go over like tips about like monitoring like watching the things that kids see on TV, and then it gets hijacked by, I'm assuming, an alternate or maybe the intruder, and it says that uh, if your child starts screaming, don't open the door until it stopped, which and then it showed.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into detail because we want to get this video monetized, but you could
Yeah.
go ahead and watch the video. It's called Intruder Alert. That's the episode, and you could see the where that's a little bit how I got. That's you could see the similarities between that one and my episode. Did you ever
Yeah,
catch
that was
that,
actually
JJ?
quite. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes of the whole series. Actually, Intruder Alert.
That one was scary.
That was definitely. Yeah, it was.
That's
But yeah.
what season 2 episode 3 was, and also the scene where I remember the part where the ocean it shows the ocean figure, and then it cuts to these eyes with like a big smile. Those eyes actually were cut from a sketch of a police sketch, that a very famous police sketch that went viral. It was of let me see who it was. It was who was it? It was a sketch of a police sketch. It was a police sketch of a serial killer of
Oh yes. I don't know, but I've seen the original image, and that man freaks me out.
yeah, it's scary. And the
Yeah,
fact that a cop drew that, like, whoa.
there was a documentary um, that aired not long ago over here, and they showed him, and like when he popped up, that was like, oh, I almost peed myself. I was that scared of him.
Oh, it was
or I
Derek
swear he
Tong
like,
Lee.
yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh, horrifying.
Yeah, it is really scary. Some people think it was a drawing of a woman called Celine Delgado, but that was a hoax. There's no evidence that this lady ever existed. So that was debunked. But
Yeah.
it became like a creepy pasta, I guess. That picture about that it was a drawing of a lady that I'm not really sure about the story, Delgado.
Oh yeah.
That picture also came out in the Mandela catalog, also for the alternate that is stalking Mark in like the second
Oh yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
So I also thought that I would use like a kid show because I know that that's like a thing that comes out in analog horror, like scary, like kid shows that most likely the people watching grew up on, and then it turns into something really scary. A lot of creepy pastas do that, like I know that they did one on a show I grew up with called Max and Ruby. Max and Ruby's
Oh yeah.
zero
Love
zero
Max and
04.
Ruby.
Did you ever hear that creepy pasta Max and Ruby 004?
I think so.
Yeah, it's about
Oh, I don't know.
it's told from like
I remember seeing like an edited image of them where like their eyes were like torn out or something like
oh
that.
yeah, that
Yeah.
was the one. It was they were recreating it from the story.
Yeah.
The one on there's also like the one on like Squidward. I'm not gonna say the name of the story because again we're trying to get monetized here.
Yeah.
But you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Oh yeah. 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 Yeah.
There was also
Squidward unalived. Yeah.
yes, that Squidward Unalive, yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
And there's also my favorite, actually, my favorite creepypasta, which I've done some posts on. You can go check out on our on the blog is Cupcakes, which actually it's not supposed to be a lost episode. It's supposed to take place in the universe of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. That one, it's my favorite. I
Yeah.
read it to my grandma once.
Oh my gosh. How
Yeah,
did? Wow. That's wild.
yeah, and I
Do you
did.
like it?
She said that it didn't bother her because the characters weren't people.
Right.
hmm Like
Yeah.
it's a talking horse. The characters are
Yeah.
talking horses, so it's
I was absolutely obsessed with that when I was younger. Um, yeah,
mhm.
probably around the time that it first came out, I was absolutely obsessed with that creepypasta
It
and that
was
series.
2011. I remember it was 2011. I was
Yeah.
6 in 2011. I was 6 in 2011, and
You were watching it when you were 6,
well,
you're
I didn't.
saying?
The creepy pasta I didn't look at when I was 6. I mean,
Oh, okay, okay.
the year that the creepy pasta came out. I
All
mean, I
right,
was
I'm with
6.
you now.
Yeah,
I
2011.
thought you were just like watching it when you were 6. I was like, oh my god.
No way. But anyways, so a little bit about creepypastas before we continue is that Local 58 takes place in the same universe as JJ's favorite creepypasta.
Yeah, Candle
hmm
Cove.
It was takes place in the same universe, which actually gave me the idea to do my retelling of Jeff the Killer. I've been wanting to do it for like a long time already. I'm planning on maybe doing an audiobook where I could read the story. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
it felt like a fun challenge because I know that there was a contest where the original Jeff the Killer story was taken off the creepypasta wiki, and then there was a remake contest. So I saw it. I thought the contest is long over, and they picked the winner. Which, by the way, the remake by Kay Banning Kellum, that one was really a lot better than the original. I really loved it. It felt very realistic. He wrote some sequels to it. He made Randy gay, which I thought was pretty
All
interesting
right.
too. Um, so this show, a big inspiration for the show was, like I said, the me like loving the ocean or loving like the water, and me finding the ocean like really cool. And I figured there weren't really any analog horror series that were about the ocean. I mean, there's one that came
Yeah.
out recently called Santa Rosa Aquarium, but at the time, there wasn't really like a series about the ocean, about mermaids, about sirens, and I figured it would be really cool to maybe like if there's an analog horror series where the moon is alive and evil, then there should be one about where the
Yes,
ocean is alive and evil. You know,
I've seen that. I do not like that one. He's scared. The moon is terrifying.
Local 58,
Yeah.
where the
I think
you saw it.
I think so. I've seen I don't know. I think I saw that one. I can't remember, but it was something with the moon being alive, and I did not like
Yes.
it.
Yeah, that's in Local 58, the moon is alive and he's the villain of the series.
Yeah.
And for the aquariums, because I do want to talk about the aquariums. So the aquariums that I come out, I have two. I have the good one, as I like to call it, by Marine Watch, because they're supposed to be like a nature preserve, and
Hmm.
Siren Song Aquarium, the scary one, like the bad aquarium by the cult. So both of these
Yeah.
aquariums were inspired by the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach. It's an aquarium that's by the Hyatt Regency, by a Bubba Gump. I've actually been to that restaurant, and I've been to this aquarium like a bunch of times as a kid, as a teenager, as an adult. I think it's been a while. I remember last time I was there, I had lunch at the Bubba Gump, and I tried calamari for the first time. The texture was very weird, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I tried calamari, and the sauce tasted gross. Oof. The sauce
No, I
that
could
they
not
gave us.
eat calamari.
You've had it before?
No, no, I don't want to eat. No,
Yeah, but the
just the
sauce they
thought
gave
of it
us.
just freaks me out. Yeah.
So imagine putting that, like, picture a squid. Imagine putting that in your body.
No, no, wouldn't see me eating squid. That's not happening.
Yeah, but Bubba Gump, it's
But
a seafood restaurant based around the movie Forrest Gump. It's based around
yes,
the movie.
yeah.
Have you been to one? I'm sorry, but what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something?
No, no, I wasn't. But yeah, Forrest Gump. I've seen that. It's really good. But no, I don't think we've got any in England of Bubba Gumps. I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of.
The mascot is it's like an anthropomorphic shrimp. You can actually take pictures with it. Sometimes they have it as like a mascot, you know.
Yeah, you have
So
all the cool stuff over there, but I don't think we've got one over here.
so the Aquarium of the Pacific, it opened in 1998, and it shows these different animals from from the Pacific Ocean, like otters, octopus, jellyfish,
Yeah,
seahorses. They have an outdoor area where you could pet baby sharks and like the song.
yeah, yeah.
And you could pet like stingrays, but they take out the stinger so that way it won't hurt anyone because that's dangerous to
All
touch a
right, yeah,
stingray. You know what I mean? Um,
yeah,
and they have a cafe. They call it the Scuba Cafe. And I remember when this first came out, they opened an exhibit for frogs. They opened an exhibit themed to frogs, and also like not just frogs, but other like amphibians. Like they have axolotls, they have salamanders at the aquarium. And I remember they opened it. I remember seeing the commercial of it. It was a princess with a frog, and the wizard's telling her to kiss it. She says that frogs are disappearing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
Mhm.
We've got frogs in our garden, actually.
You do?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've got like a little water feature, and they've sort of made their home in it. It's awesome.
What kind of frogs?
Oh, I don't know. Frogs.
Do they ever make noise?
I've not heard them, but they kind of just like chill in the
Oh.
little water section. Yeah,
Yeah, frogs
my
are
mum's
very
called them Hip and Hop.
yeah, frogs are very like calm kind of animals. They really just do
They
their
are.
like turtles. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we used to have tortoises, but they were not as quiet as people think they are.
I remember I know that in one of the episodes, I think it was I think it was the Siren Song Aquarium. I used a video of a frog in an aquarium. That was as a reference to the frog exhibit over at the Aquarium of the Pacific, which, like I said, I've been to so many times, so much nostalgia. They have this they have like movies like little nature documentaries of like the ocean. They had a theater
Yeah.
where they showed this cartoon movie called Sam and Friends or Sammy and Friends. It was a cartoon movie about talking about like a talking turtle. I don't know if you've seen it or if you've heard of
All
it.
right. Uh, not sure on
Um,
that one.
well, they had a that was the movie that they had there. I don't think they have it anymore, but in the right when you walk in to right when you walk in, there's like snacks, there's the gift shop, there's coins that you could get. There's like a little theater where that one they have a big like globe with like a screen on it, and it shows like a movie, which I thought was pretty cool. If you look up, there's a big like humpback whale with like a little baby humpback whale big on the ceiling. You know that museums have those.
All
Like right when
right.
you walk in, you look up, it's huge right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen something like that
Mm-hmm.
when I've been to a museum. They're massive. It's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, like I've heard that museums have big humpback whales on the ceiling, and um, when Siren Song Aquarium, I figured, how am I going to make an aquarium scary? Like subtly scary, like because I want to make it feel like this aquarium is it's designed to trap people, so that way they could throw them to the sirens or throw them to the ocean, something like that. So I figured,
Yeah.
or to make it a little obvious that these are the bad guys, I was like, why not put the aquarium right by the ocean? The Aquarium of the Pacific is actually located next to it's actually next to a pier, so that wasn't that's not what I was thinking of. It is next to a pier, but I just thought it was like a crazy coincidence. So I and also I figured, how do I make it so that way it's supposed to be like they're trying to trap these people. So I was like, okay, maybe in their basement they have the sirens, maybe in tanks. But then I looked up basements online on Pexels, and they showed videos of spa pools and it says that it's in a basement. So I'm like like bingo, you know?
Yeah.
Like make it so, and also I'm like spool pools, like I mean spa pools. I'm sorry, they're supposed to be very relaxing, and I'm like people who like tourists want to relax. That's why they go on
Mhm.
vacation. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like perfect idea, and make it so that way they're sirens in the water, so that way they could get them. You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Lure them in.
to lure them in exactly. And the ending of that episode, I showed the logo for the aquarium, and I showed a fake phone number, which I was gonna make it look a little bit more realistic, but what if that's someone's phone number?
Yeah.
What if that's someone's actual phone number? And don't make strangers hate you, you know?
Yeah. Don't do that.
And I'm like, what if someone sees that and thinks that that you're supposed to call that, and they piss off someone, you know?
Yeah. Don't phone random numbers.
Yeah, so I figured to maybe make it a fake phone number so that way no one will call it. So, but also I went with 2005, a reference to my birth year, a reference to the year
Mhm.
that the show takes place in, and in the end I put Sharks One. In the Aquarium of the Pacific
Yeah.
commercials, their phone number includes that. Like they would show the logo, and then at the bottom they would show their phone number, and Sharks was part of their phone number. It was Sharks Two, so I'm like, or do
All
Sharks
right.
One, you know?
Yeah.
And the logo is a mermaid shadow that I the one thing I did want to talk about is the use of colors in the show, because I wanted like the characters to have like their own specific colors. I went with like my color on the blog. I went with like a really really light lavender color for my color on the blog. JJ has
Mhm.
light blue and Tash has yellow.
Mhm.
Um, I did reference the blog actually. Some of the sirens are my color and JJ's color on the blog as like a reference to the blog.
Yeah.
I did. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah.
hmm
Definitely.
Yeah, I wanted to give I wanted to give a reference to the blog. You know, I actually
Yeah, we
did
love a
that
good
for.
Easter egg.
I actually did that for my post. I did a post on sirens, and for the thumbnail, I went with I went with one of the ocean sirens in my color, and then one of the Morgans in JJ's color, since it was JJ's idea, so I it makes sense to put it in their color, you know,
Mhm.
and to
Yeah.
and to show that it's I like to think of this show sometimes as our show because JJ has been nice enough to let me host it on their channel, and JJ gives me ideas from time to time. You know what I mean? And JJ promotes it. So I like to think of
Yeah.
it as our show, kind of. And I actually asked JJ to write an episode for me for the upcoming season.
Yeah.
hmm So that way, it's more like our show actually, because they've been a big help actually. They've been
Oh, thank you.
yeah, of course, absolutely. You've been a really big help. And so the aquarium, so the ocean, I gave like purple blues. Like I went with my color and with bluebell. It's like a purple blue gray color. It's the color of like the bluebell flowers. It's like a periwinkle,
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah.
I went with that color because I like those colors. I like purple blues. They're very soothing. I went with those colors for to represent the ocean, and it's blue, and blue is associated with the ocean all the time, even though
Yeah.
the ocean doesn't really have a color. It's like a mirror.
No, it's
That's
pretty
why it looks blue,
interesting
because it's
that.
a mirror. And
Yeah.
I think if anything, the ocean's really green.
Yeah.
And
I've seen water that's like really green before, and it's like, whoa.
I went with
Yeah.
green and blue for the sirens. I those sirens, they were a nightmare to make. More of a nightmare than the show's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that actually happened. I found these public domain like models, and it took me forever to position the camera to try to render it. I couldn't get the whole image. I had a
Yeah.
hard time pointing up the ears and making the fingers long because I thought that play into the uncanny valley with the sirens. Because
Mhm.
while we're talking about colors, let's talk about the design of these sirens. So with analog horror and with horror in general, the uncanny valley is a really big part of it. And for those of you who don't know, it's when something looks human but it looks off at the same time.
Yeah.
That's something that horror and specifically analog horror loves to do. Like the Mandela Catalog did this. Local 58 did this. And I figured it would be really cool if they looked very, very much like humans, but a little bit like make them look very human, but point up their ears, make their fingers long. If they're supposed to look like claws, I thought I thought that would be very interesting to do. I thought it would look like really scary. Um,
Uh,
so for them, I was gonna give them like a tail, like I was gonna give like an eel tail or something, but I figured that was too complicated. Um,
mm, yeah.
for the Morgans, I'm gonna go with like make them look like exactly human, just like different shades of cyan, because I thought it would be even more scary. That's gonna be in
Yeah.
season 3, so you guys stay tuned. I just thought I'd give you guys a sneak peek. And the so they go with blue and green. The Morgans go with cyan. That's technically the color of the ocean. And the cult, I made them go with like like a sea greens and like mint green. Like It's called mint cream. It's like a very, 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 very light shade of green. I used that
Mhm.
for the text. I used that for the text, and for the background, I went with the Crayola sea green because I grew up with Crayola crayons, and that color all I always thought was pretty as a kid. So I went with that color
Yeah.
to for the cult, So I thought it would be interesting to to give the characters their own colors. For Marine Watch, they go with the lavender, and they go with the the lavender blue that I use for the blog, and the sea green. I thought, yeah, because I figured those are both like ocean colors, like blue and green. So I figured go with that too, because they're supposed to be in charge of like the ocean. And I figured their logo should be a mermaid because because mermaids are a big part of the story. So I
Yeah.
thought that it was like the obvious choice to go with a mermaid. Just like I thought it was like an obvious choice to go with like a mermaid shadow for the Siren Song Aquarium.
Mhm.
Yeah, like I thought it was like an obvious choice. So the symbol that I use for the cult is an upside down triangle. That is the alchemy symbol, like the alchemical symbol for water.
Mhm.
I also
Yeah.
thought that was a very obvious choice too. You know what I mean? To play into the fact that they're like ancient kinda or like the or so something like that's kind of like my thought process, but also like and also they worship the water. So I feel like perfect
Yeah.
symbol. You know what I mean? To use like an upside
Yeah.
down
Perfect.
triangle.
Yeah.
And the seahorses video was also a reference to the seahorse exhibit at the Aquarium of the Pacific, and saying that it's like a new exhibit was from my memories of the frog exhibit commercials, where
Yeah.
it was called the I think the exhibit's called Dazzling and Disappearing. That's the name of the frog exhibit that they opened up at the aquarium.
Oh,
That's what they would call it, dazzling and disappearing.
nice.
Yeah, because it was made to try to to prevent frogs from like going extinct.
Well, yeah. We don't want that.
Yeah, no. Respect the planet, everyone. So what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, blues and greens were also used in like the color filtering. Partly because I don't want to get a copyright strike on JJ's channel because Mustard Pancakes is a copyrighted show, and
Yeah.
I don't want a copyright strike. And two, I thought to show that the ocean and the sirens are, well, more so like the sirens, that to show that they can make like the colors change similar to. Yeah, I also went with that for the ocean. I remember actually because for ocean for the episode where I introduced the ocean was season 1 episode 4. It was season 1 episode 4, and for that one, I was inspired by Baby Einstein, which it was owned by Disney. It was made by Julie Clark, who made Safe Side Super Chick, which I did a post on, and JJ did a review on Letterbox.
Mhm.
Um, Baby Einstein was were videos that I grew up watching. I don't remember them clearly, but I mean, I was a little kid, so that was a really long time ago. But they showed like toys and puppets and stock footage with like these really like soothing music. It's very relaxing, and
Yeah.
and that's something that I grew up with. So the thing about the show is I put a lot of nostalgia into the show. Like that's my favorite emotion. I that was like a big like inspiration for the show. Like things that I grew up with when I was like a kid, like the aquarium,
Yeah.
that library channel, Baby Einstein, Mustard Pancakes. Those are things that I remember from when I was a kid. And I
Yeah.
thought that inspired by like Gemini and Local 58, I thought I'd do Marine Watch as like a TV like a TV channel. Like they have their own TV channel where they show like ocean stuff because I thought that would be like easier to do. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah.
it was like
Need.
a very simple way to tell the story.
Mhm.
And I went with it was supposed to be like a kids educational uh a VHS, that episode, that specific episode, like a kid's educational VHS on how the ocean was made and things in the ocean, like a kid's documentary on the ocean. And I made it
Mhm.
look like a
Yeah.
VHS. I changed the colors, like I changed the brightness. I made it like a teal color because VHS it looked like pretty like tealish, I think, like a blue green kind of tint to it on VHS. Did you watch
Mhm.
VHS as a kid, JJ?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you remember it being kind
Um.
of like tealish?
Yes. Yeah. I used to watch this. There's one VHS I had, and I spent ages trying to find it because I was obsessed. It was like this little, not Miffy. What was the elephant's name? Mumphy. I don't know. There was like this Adventures of Mumphy, I think it was, and it was like this little elephant, and then he went underwater to this house, which was like a shipwreck or something like that, and there was this old woman that fed him like a mountain of mashed potatoes,
That sounds
and
really cute.
it was really good. And like for years, I could not find it anywhere, and I was like, did I just imagine this? But no. But yeah, it reminds me. We need to look into that because that'd be. I mean, obviously not that exact storyline, but just the idea of someone living underwater, you know.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you brought that up because it really ties into to the show. Actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's why it came to mind when you said VHS. It's like, oh yeah, there was a cat. Did they live in a whale? She might have lived in a whale. I can't remember. She lived in something under the water, and there was mashed potatoes, and I love mashed potatoes, and that's why I love mashed potatoes.
Maybe if I could
Yeah,
find it on YouTube, I could maybe include it in an episode.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, love that.
And
Pretty sure it's monthly, but I'll have to look into that again.
for this one, it was yeah. I put like classical music. I played a classical music piece. I don't really remember the name, but I used it because it was something I would listen to when I was a kid to help me sleep. It's
All right.
it's piano. Do you remember it? How soothing that was?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh gosh, that was so relaxing. I
Mhm.
was when it was playing, I was like, oh, this is so peaceful.
Yeah, I would listen to that when I was a kid to help me sleep. It was actually on I think it was on a Baby Einstein a CD actually that I remember I would listen to the Baby Einstein CDs as a kid. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Mhm. And then I made the and then I used a dolphin and then I changed the color to like a sickly like green color. It's supposed to be like an ill green kind of color to make it
Yeah, that was
look
really.
scary.
It's really impressive that you made a dolphin look scary. It's so cute, but this one looks so scary. Although there was that episode of The Simpsons of the evil dolphin.
Oh,
Do you
I
know what
saw
one I'm
that one. It
talking
was a
about?
Treehouse of Horror.
Yeah,
It
it was.
reminded me a little
Yeah.
bit of like the birds, kinda. You know what I mean?
Yes, I love the birds.
I don't know if they were
But
trying
after
to
watching
reference the
that,
birds. Were they trying to like
what's
reference
that?
the birds with the dolphins? I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to parody the
I
birds
don't
or.
know. I mean, they've referenced Hitchcock before. They did that
Yes.
whole sketch with Dial M for Murder. There was something else. It's like what was it? Because Dial M for Murder is the um story, but there was the film. But they referenced it in The Simpsons. I can't remember what they called it.
Yeah, the dolphins
Was
were
it
actually kind of
Dial?
scary. I was surprised when it ended with everyone living in the water at the end of the episode. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
Some of those tree houses
Mm.
of horror, they're supposed to be funny. Some of them were genuinely scary. Like the scariest one I
Yes,
think was the cannibal cafeteria episode.
yes, that one used to scare the life out of
Yeah,
me.
like oh my god.
I used to get scared, and it was just how Marge was so blasé about it. Like Marge is like, "Kids, you've got to fight your own battle." It's like they're getting eaten. So much.
Mother of the Year, everyone.
Yeah, she is.
And
Oh, we love Marjorie.
oh yeah, the grandma from Hoodwinked, her hair was based off of Marge Simpson, actually.
Yes,
That's where they got
yes.
the
Oh,
inspiration
I loved
from.
it.
You know what I mean? That's where they got the
Abigail,
inspiration.
Abigail Puckett.
That's where the
Yeah,
inspiration came from, a movie that me and JJ actually grew up watching, and I did a post on it.
yeah, yeah. I love Hoodwinked. It's one of my favorites.
It brings back a lot of memories for me.
It does, and it's so strange. I
Um,
think it explains a lot about who I am now, to be honest.
I feel
My
like the morals really
personality.
like don't lie, because really what starts off really like the conflict of the movie is the fact that the grandma lies,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
how hurt Red is, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's really
And
like
then,
the message of the movie is like don't tell lies, you know?
yeah, not to spoil it for anyone, but like, there's a character in it that's basically lying the whole time, and you don't realise to the end. And even now, I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm not I know which character. I'm not gonna spoil it for you
Yeah,
guys. You guys
yeah, don't
go
spoil it, but yeah, it gags me every time. Even now, watching it back, I'm like, oh my gosh, was not expecting that.
So my favorite episode that I did was the most recent one that I did, which was Seaside Sleep. That one was my
Hmm.
favorite one that I did. I made that in one night. Um, yeah, I was up late making that. I finished it all in like one night. It was it's supposed to be like it was inspired by the Local 58 episode called Real Sleep, which that episode did really creep me out. It had this creepy like text to speech voice and these scary faces. It's supposed to like a sleep aid. It was supposed to be like a sleep aid video, I think, and it shows these scary faces, and then there's this creepy text to speech voices saying there are no faces.
All right.
Yeah, maybe you've seen it. Have you seen it?
No, I don't think I have.
Well, I'm sorry
But yeah,
that I spoiled it for you.
that's all right. I mean, it's very late here, so I'm like, trying to like stay
And
focused. But
I was also inspired by these calming videos on YouTube that I love that show like soothing music and like under the ocean. I always thought that was really relaxing. And
yeah.
and I figured the obvious choice is do another Siren hijack. Um, I went with for the I was also inspired by the library channel, because I took away all sound at the beginning, where it just shows the logo, like how the with this library channel would just cut to the logo, and then when it shows a segment, it showed something, like it showed the name of the segment with like a picture to go along with it, like the librarian rules one had a hand, like an old like drawing of like a hand pointing with, and it's pointing and it's holding a, a square that says, like that says like the name of the segment. I don't really remember the name of the segment, but I figured go with me, like perfect idea, because I was thinking a lot about it. I remember it was very relaxing as a kid. They showed on this channel a picture of a library that I went to where they had big paper maches of characters from Snow White. They had the witch, they had Snow White, and they had the dwarfs. They had it on display, but they took them down.
All right.
What was the name of the library? I'm gonna look it up. But while I'm doing that, I'm gonna tell you more about that episode, because like I said, that one is my favorite. So in this one is in this episode, it's supposed to be like showing like the soothing like ocean pictures. Yeah, these soothing ocean, like not just ocean, but also like water, like of like under the water, and things like that, and showing and putting like soothing music. And I love Native American flute music. The name of the library was called the Burnett Neighborhood Library. That was the library that,
All right.
yeah, Burnett Neighborhood Library. That was the one with the paper mache Snow Whites. And I used Native American flute music because I thought It's very soothing. It has a little bit of like the violin, I think, in it. I think it has like a piano too in the music that I used, which was all on Pexels, which is all it's all copyright free. No, not
Nice.
Pexable. No, not Pex, no,
Not pick.
not Pexible. No, it was Pixabay. Pixabay.
All right.
That's where I got the music from. Um, and do you remember that it showed like dolphins and it had like the flute with like the violin and like the piano.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and then I made it really soothing and I did it because I liked it and I did a video of like baby elephants in water because as a kid I loved elephants. I actually,
Yeah.
that's why I grew up with this Planet Earth DVD that came with a toy elephant, like a toy plush elephant. It was a DVD by the by Planet Earth, which is it's a BBC nature show, and
Yeah.
it was called All About Elephants. That was the name of the DVD, and it came out in 2008. And I would watch that all the time, and I was always sad whenever it ended. You know what I mean? Whenever
Yeah.
the DVD ended. And I also watched the Blue Elephant, which it's an upcoming post that I did, so stay tuned. It's actually free on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can watch it free on YouTube. Um,
Yeah.
and I used the same salmon underwater video that I used for the Merfolk video. Looking back for the Merfolk video, I think I should have included the Little Mermaid because that's my favorite fairy tale. Maybe I should show the statue and the voice talks a little bit about the fairy tale before showing the sirens. Um,
Yeah. Well, it's always something you can circle back to, isn't it?
yeah, it is something I could circle back to because Merfolk are. I don't think we would have Aquaphobia if it wasn't for the sirens. You know, I feel
Yeah.
they're like
100%.
I feel like they're the star of the show. You know.
Mhm.
And what happens is that it cuts it. I used a blue noise because again to symbolize the sirens because blue and green are their colors. I use it's called blue noise to make it seem as though like they're hijacking it, and then showing
Yeah.
like a jump scare kind of. But I figured it would be scary without any sound except like underwater ambience and the blue noise. And I also used a video that I did want to talk about was a jellyfish video that JJ filmed, and it's
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
Could you tell me more about that video and that day?
Yeah. So it was. Um. So we were in a city. We were going shopping and stuff, and we decided that my friend decided to go on a walk to like this harbour type place where they had like loads of really fancy yachts and stuff. Um, and the water is like completely clear. There was nothing in the water. And then I just saw this thing just like floating around in it. So I was like, oh, I'll film that. What is that? And I was like, oh, I think it's a jellyfish. And then I say like jellyfish in like a really stupid voice for some reason. And then you just hear, because Tash was with me at the time as well, and you just hear her go, I thought it was a condom. So, oh, so yeah. But no, it was a jellyfish. It was a tiny little jellyfish,
And I
which is
figured
bizarre.
and I figured how perfect to use for the show. I used it in the second episode of the series when with the sirens when they're talking about the different animals under the water. I used that one for the jellyfish scene. That was like a pretty
Yeah,
relaxing scene actually because the color was I used bluebell for the background and I forget what was the color of the text, but I used the video and I put like this soothing classical music as a reference to the Long Beach Public Library channel. And with the Sirens one, I did a jump scare, and that picture that I used, it was by Jason Brunner. Am I
yeah,
saying his? Yeah, Jason Brunner. I had actually emailed him directly, and I asked him if I told him that what I was doing. I said that I was doing a series on my BFF's YouTube channel, and if I could use that picture for a jump scare. He asked me to,
hmm
explain it. He asked me to like explain it a little bit more, and I told him, what was gonna happen in the episode. He said sounds fun. He told me to send it to him. I did. He said it. He said that he thought it was neat. Like he thought that I sent him the first two episodes because it was new at the time. He said that he thought it was
Yeah.
me. Yeah, he said he thought it was me. I did reach out to use the picture again for the season one finale. For the season one finale, but I decided to use my own design for the sirens.
Yeah.
It was inspired by this AI generated art that I did, but we didn't end up using it because JJ's not a fan of AI art, and also if we did use AI art, we weren't going to get monetized. So I'm happy that
Mhm.
JJ said no, and
Yeah.
I'm really
Well,
happy that I made that picture. That looks really cool, actually. You know.
yeah.
I
That
liked
was
how I
100%.
liked how the sirens came out. It was a hassle to make, but it was all worth it.
Exactly.
It was
Like
not
the hard
easy.
things to do always are worth it in the end.
It was worth it. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And for that one, it was more so like combining the first two episodes into one episode. It was combining the siren jump scare and the mustard pancakes episode into one big episode. So I figured it would be fun to go like full circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
100%.
that's how the last episode of season one came around. Like I figured, just go full circle, you know. And
Yeah.
one of the sirens is actually my color from the blog. I used three. I think like it was a blue one, a green one, and then the one in my color, right? Wasn't it? I think
Yeah.
I think the blue one was JJ's color. I think I'm not sure, but I think the blue one that I used was JJ's color from the blog.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure.
remember though. It was, and then I try to make it seem like an episode of Mustard Pancakes, so I guess you could call it like a parody. I think because I put the end credits at the end of the episode. Remember
Mm.
that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
It was supposed to make you feel like it was like an episode that we were watching. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a lost
Yeah. It was
episode, I
good.
guess. You know.
That was clever.
And for the seaside the seaside sleep episode, it's a tongue twister actually. You know what I mean? Which is why I
Mhm.
chose it because I thought it would be clever to make it a tongue twister. And
Yeah.
the end, it was the color and then it said good night. I actually thought it would be like the most obvious choice to say good night at the end, but it wasn't supposed to be like it was being hijacked. It was supposed to be like it was actually part of the show to put like good night at the end of it, you know. And
Yeah.
and what happened was is that I was rewatching Real Sleep from Local 58, and at the end of the video it says good night.
Yeah.
I actually had no idea that at the end of that episode it said good night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a coincidence. I really forgot that it said that. You know. Um,
Yeah. It's a good coincidence.
it was actually. I was like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, my favorite episode of Local 58 is gonna have to be show for children. That one was actually my favorite. It's like a cartoon of a skeleton walking, and the moon is looking down on it, kind of scary, and it's trying to look for like a girlfriend. It's looking in these open graves, and it shows these like realistic like dead bodies, and it gets scared. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It was like these realistic pictures of. I mean, I'm assuming it's computer, but it was like these photorealistic like bodies that look for like their eyes are bugged out, and you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
And season season one, episode two was inspired by the first episode of Gemini Home Entertainment called World's Weirdest Animals. It showed like it was a VHS of like showing like animals that live in Wisconsin and like real animals like chickens and it showed stock footage and like facts about them, and then it shows that all over Wisconsin there's the wood crawlers, which are they're aliens. The Gemini Home Entertainment's about it's about an alien invasion from this planet that's alive. You know, that's what Gemini Home
All right.
Entertainment
Yeah.
is about. You know,
Yeah.
and it showed the wood crawlers, and then it started showing facts about them, and it showed a video of inside the house. It looked like a washroom, and then this big, like, it looks like a giant spider comes out, and it's supposed to be a wood crawler. They look like giant spiders, and then it cut to at night, a house at night with the lights on in there, and there's people in there, and they're talking but not saying anything, if that makes sense. They're they're moving their lips, and it says fake people,
Yeah.
and the camera is filming it, and then one of them is just standing there looking at it. Their face is hidden in shadow, but they're looking right at the camera, and then they start running towards the camera, and then it like fizzes out. That was inspired by that. And since I didn't really have I don't have like an actual set or an actual location that I could go film at right now, I did I decided to go with a jump scare because it's like a jump scare, like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the inspiration for the second episode of the show. That picture that I used a painting to represent the sirens. It is a painting supposed to be the siren scene from the Odyssey. That's a
Yeah.
Have you seen that painting before? It's a famous painting, you know?
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
I've seen that painting. Yeah.
Yeah, I used that one, and for the Merfolk one, I used another famous painting. It came out in What We Do in the Shadows. This painting with the bird sirens.
Yeah. Yes.
That one came out in What We Do in the Shadows, a show that me and JJ have seen before. I've seen it like, I want to say like two or three times. I want to say three. I think I've rewatched it like three times. You know.
Love that show. Yeah.
It's funny. I know that in one episode, Nadja quotes Bram Stoker's Dracula. Do you remember that? Where she says, "I've crossed oceans of time." Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a reference to Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I got like all excited when she said it. You know.
Yeah.
That's my favorite movie. And
Yeah. Yeah. You've got a post coming out about that as well, haven't you?
that's right. I have a post coming out about Bram Stoker's Dracula, and JJ did an episode, Nadja from the show,
Yes.
which I've listened
Yeah.
to
On our
actually.
podcast.
Which I've listened to actually.
Oh, did you? Did you like it?
I did like it. It was actually an inspiration for like the way you explained like her backstory and things like that. I actually decided to use that for my posts, you know, where I go in detail
Yeah.
about the characters and stuff. Thing about me is that
Yeah.
I go into detail. Ever since I was a kid, people have always said that I go into a lot of detail.
Yeah. Very detail orientated.
That's right. As a kid, I got that a lot, you know.
Yeah.
Um, and I for the I think the last thing I'm gonna say, because I think we talked about like everything about the show. I think we talked about all the behind the scenes facts, right?
Yes.
Well,
I
one more
know.
thing before I go is that I used for the picture of Seaside Sleep, the candle that I used was from a stock picture that I found on Pexels. It's a lavender candle in the shape of a seashell, and I love lavender. That's my favorite smell. That's my favorite flower. My favorite color. My number one favorite color. So I figured, why not use the candle from the picture to represent as the logo for this? You know what I mean? Because lavender is supposed to help you sleep,
Yeah.
and the premise is supposed to be that it's a a segment on Marine Watch to help people fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I decided to use
Nice.
that. So yeah, that's Aquaphobia. I've had a lot of fun making it. I think I did a pretty good job actually. I did my best really. That's all I can say. I really tried my best. You know.
You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you. I really tried, and I really try to put in the hard work for this show because hard work always pays off.
Yes, it does. You can
hmm
tell how much love and energy goes into the series.
hmm A lot of I think because like I said, I put a lot of nostalgia into this show because analog horror does rely on nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I figured it would be interesting to show a show with little pieces of things that I would watch as a kid. You know.
Yeah.
So Thank you all for watching,
100%.
and I hope you enjoy season 3. It'll be out soon.
Yeah.
Do you wanna do you
Stay
wanna do you wanna
tuned.
sign us off?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all for listening. We will be back with another commentary at the end of season 4, but first you have to get through season 3,
Right.
which I'm very looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
But from both of us here, we wish you a Boreda, Binhanda, Nozwaista, or Nozda,
That's
wherever
right.
you are in the world. Bye.
Bye.